Welcome back to the Car Crowd HQ, where today it's the turn of this stunning Ferrari V12 550 Maranello. Some of you may have seen this exact Ferrari 550 Maranello feature on the Jodie Kidd in a Sweet Shop channel, because this is the second car to join the Kidd collection curated by the Car Crowd. This car has a really special place in Jodie's heart because it was the first Ferrari she bought after she landed that big modelling contract. She went out and bought a silver one of these that actually was a land speed record version. But this car is also very close to our hearts here at the Car Crowd as well, because it's one we've been watching for a while, and we're going to tell you a bit more about that in a minute. But before we get into that, we're going to talk about the heart of this car, the engine. This big V12 lump capable of 478 brake horsepower, pushing the car to 199 miles an hour. It's a quad cam, dry sump engine that feeds a manual gearbox. On all of the 550s were manual cars. It's absolutely stunning, and in our eyes it has to be the best Grand Tourer Ferrari have ever done. The 550 replaced the 456. The 456 not that loved, and really the 550 was a huge step forward in terms of the design. You've got these amazing sort of shark gills at the side, which gives it that sort of shark-like pointy nose at the front. And then at the back, we've got these twin circular lights, very reminiscent of some of the earlier Ferraris, the classic Daytona and the Dino rear end. They actually make it look like a fighter jet at the back, shark at the front. It's such a great design combination. The 550 was actually a fairly short production run because it was replaced fairly quickly by the 575. 575 having slightly more horsepower and a slightly bigger engine, but also they also introduced the automatic transmission, so you had that F1 gearbox in the 575s. Very few of those actually came in manual, whereas the 550s all came with a manual gearbox. There was only actually just over 3,000 units produced worldwide, of which right-hand drive, it was less than 500, 493 right-hand drive cars. So the 550 is actually one of the rarest variants of Ferraris you can get. And that's why it's a fantastic case for potential future appreciation. Inside the cabin, the car is pretty much as it was when it rolled off the factory over 20 years ago. We've got that manual gearbox, we've got that original Ferrari cassette player, and although it's covered 37,000 miles, the car's been serviced 22 times by either Ferrari specialists or main dealers, so it's been kept in absolutely tip-top condition. It's a really well cared for example. So why did we choose this car, as well as obviously Jodie choosing the car for the Kidd collection, but why did we also support that case and bring this car onto the platform? Well, for us as an investment business, this has a fantastic investment story. First of all, we've got the big V12 engine right up front, mated to a manual gearbox. That combination is going to be rarely seen in future because almost all of the newer cars now have the flappy paddle F1 type shift, and that big V12 engines will be phased out over the years. So these will become in very scarce supply. And talking of scarce supply, there's less than 500 of them. Less than 500 right-hand drive cars ever made, and probably around about 200 left on the road. So they are in hugely scarce supply, and obviously scarcity creates demand, which creates value. And then finally, the biggest reason we chose it for the platform is Australia. So the Australian market never had an allocation of the Ferrari 550. 575, yes, but the 550 never made it over to Australia. That means that now they're getting to 25 years old, they're able to be exported as classic cars because the import rules change and you don't have to pass such strict emissions and safety tests. That means the whole of the Australian market, that huge level of demand, is opening up for these cars over the coming few months. With such scarce supply of right-hand drive models, that's going to create a great recipe for future appreciation. So it was an obvious choice with loads of the boxes ticked that we look for in terms of bringing an appreciating classic to the Car Crowd platform.
Oh my God, he got a red one! Oh my God, I forgot how beautiful this car is. Ah! It's amazing! Oh, she is perfect!
She's lovely, isn't she?
Oh my goodness, look. This is the Rosso Corsa Nero interior, 550 Maranello, and car number 2 for the Kid
Car
collection.
number 2.
Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please share and subscribe to the channel, and you can see loads more content on loads of the cars that we've got here in the unit, and also cars that will be coming to the platform soon. If you want to find out more information specifically about the 550 Maranello, head over to thecarcrowd.uk, and we'll see you again for another car review soon.